wherever part of the world that you're watching me from. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Dr. Eseverere. I am known in the digital space as the 5 to 9 CEO. I am the world best CEO, lifestyle, and business coach. So come on in and let's have a great time together. Yes, yes, yes. Let's know who is in. If you're watching from YouTube, don't hesitate to leave me a comment in the comment section. Like, I'm here, right? The same thing too if you're on Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I want to talk about a great woman. Her name is Tabitha Brown. How many of you know Tabitha Brown? If you know Tabitha Brown, say, I know, I know, I know. Type in the comment section and say, I know her. Tabitha Brown is actually an American actress. She didn't start by, I don't think she started by being an American actress, but her story is very profound. And I wanted to, just share. I was looking through Facebook, and what actually caught my attention was her post from, she actually did this post June 23rd, and it just made a whole lot of sense. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live and I'm just going to talk about this because it kind of portrays my point, right? So who is Tabitha Brown? Like I said, she is, you can go look her up, Tabitha Brown, Brown, in case I'm not pronouncing it right? She is very famous right now. But did she start there? No, right? Okay, so on June 23rd, she said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but start making the videos, right? Stop worrying about what somebody might think. Stop worrying about your setup not being fancy. Stop worrying about using your phone because you don't have a good camera. Listen, I had no idea what I was doing, but I did it every day. I shot my videos live in this kitchen consistently every day. My camera was my phone, and my stand was a teacup and sometimes a veggie box. You had to be there. My stove was permanently stained and old, but it worked and it didn't matter. I cooked, I prayed, I cried, I laughed, I caught up, and I spoke my dream into existence live right from this kitchen, right? And I'll do it all over again with pleasure. So go for it and see what blessings are waiting around the corner for you. Oh my God, this is Tabitha Brown. I'm telling you guys, if you don't know, if you've never heard about, I heard about her during the pandemic. Yeah, was it? Yeah, during the pandemic. So she's like a TikTok queen, right? A little background story about her. Tabitha Bonita Brown is an American actress and social media personality. She didn't start from there. You just heard her story, right? Her post. She creates online video content incorporating veganism, humor, and motivational speaking. Brown has over 4 million followers. Oh my God, really? What she story has it that she had actually had a disability. She actually had an undiagnosed chronic autoimmune pain, and so at some point she just decided, you know what, I'm gonna let go, and that was what drove her into quest, and that's what drove her into looking for becoming a vegan. That's what made her become a vegan. She had to accept her state, and then she started looking for healthy ways, healthy food, healthy options, and things like that. I even read that there was one time she was in the Whole Food store, and said she was actually an Uber driver, right? She was an Uber driver, and she walked into the Whole Food store, and then one day she actually made a video, and that was in December 2017, and that video ended up going viral, right? So you can imagine. But what actually drew me to her, what drew me to her story, was the fact that was where she actually started from. Sometimes we want to start from that perfect place. You all know I've been talking about start. In fact, I want to say it so much that you begin to see me in your dream, especially if you haven't started. You feel guilty. Really, I come over, you'll be like, oh my God, Esmeralda is here again. It's okay. Yes. If it rings a bell, then I'm doing something right? I am talking to that woman. I am talking to that lady that is watching me on the side, and you've been watching other people. You don't want to start. You feel like what you have is not enough. You feel like you're not well equipped. You feel like you're going to start at a certain time. You have all those things planned out in your head. There will be no better time to start. You heard it from the horse's mouth. This woman became famous, but she didn't just just get up and become famous one time. She didn't just become successful, right? She didn't just wake up and just achieve the freedom, achieve the impact, the influence, right? She started from somewhere. I'm going to read it again in case you're just joining and you didn't hear her story. Listen, so this was her post on June 23rd. I don't know who needs to hear this, right? Somebody needs to hear this. Say, but start making those videos. So if whatever it is that you want to start has to do with videos, you want to start getting that visibility out there. I'm telling you, right? That was what happened to me. I had to start showing up on camera, and that's how I started to discover myself. So I know I can really relate with this. Stop worrying about what somebody might think. Sometimes we're like, oh my god, if I come on now, I don't want people to judge me. I don't look beautiful. I'm not a superstar. I'm not doctor. Somebody has even said I'm not Dr. Esibiri. I'm like, look, when I started online, I was not Dr. Esibiri. When I started online, I wasn't Dr. Esibiri. When I started online, I wasn't Queen Esibiri. All these names I'm calling myself. The only thing that I gave myself that I wasn't until I actually called myself was I said I was the 5 to 9 CEO. And then gradually people started to call me the CEO because that was what I called myself, right? So start from where you are. Do whatever you have to do to get started. Some people are like, okay, I need to look good. I was not looking like I was coming on, but I was coming on just as I was. And I didn't really know what I was going to talk about, but I just went with the flow and I started to share. And it was in the process that I discovered myself. And I'm even still discovering myself, right? If you're following my story and if you're on my journey, right? So start making those videos. Stop worrying about what somebody might think, right? People really don't care. We actually think people care. People are too busy with their life. I'm telling you, people are too busy. They are too busy. They're too busy. You think they care about you. You think they're talking about you. They have many, many things to talk about. And even if they're talking about it, that's actually a good thing because you are actually putting yourself out there. You are doing something that they cannot do. That is why they're talking about it. So don't worry about it. Let it be your stepping stone, right? Stop worrying about your setup not being fancy. Exactly. Someone say, I don't want to go live because I don't have the tools, I don't have the backdrop, I don't have the microphone. Guy, go live, do what you got to do, use what you have, and then gradually the thing will get in your body and you'll be able to get all, especially if you can't afford to do them right now. If you can't afford to get them, if you can't afford to buy them, use what you have. Use your phone. Guys, your phone has a camera, your phone has a microphone, and it's good enough. Start by using your phone, right? Sometimes we want to jump high when we don't even need to be there, right? The first time I started, I was using my phone. At some point I was like this, and then at some point I realized that okay, if you want to make good video, you have to slant it like this. Like I learned it while I was doing the videos. So if you look at my initial videos, some of them were like this, and then I realized, oh no, it has to be like this. And then I started to compare. So I'm using that just to encourage somebody out there that it doesn't have to be perfect the first time that you start. The important thing is for you to start, right? Yes. So she said, stop worrying about using your phone because you don't have a good camera. Exactly. Any kind of phone that, even if you have the old, I'm sure at this point almost everybody will have a smartphone. As long as there's smart in front of it, go ahead and start using it, right? As long as there is smart, you can go ahead and start using it, and then it will get better. She said, listen, I had no idea what I was doing, but I did it anyway. I mean, she's my kind of lady. A lot of times you guys see me shop here, I don't even know what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying when I first started, right? But I did it anyway. I had to beat through those fears. I had to beat through those limiting beliefs, and I just showed up, right? That's what this woman, and this makes me feel like I'm on track, right? Because she did all these things, and look at where she is right now. So guys, no sitting on the fence anymore, right? She said, I shot my videos live in this kitchen. So she was referring to her kitchen, right? She shot her videos live in the kitchen consistently every day. Isn't that the key word? Consistency. Consistently. It's so hard for us to be consistent, right? We do it one time and then we just fall to the wayside because we feel like people have started talking about us. We let that get into our skin. We feel like people are judging us. One day somebody told me how I was appearing here, and if not because I had thick skin, I would have chicken out of it and I won't be here. Can you imagine how I would have been hiding my greatness? So don't worry about those things. Let them be motivation. Let them be stepping stones for you to go to where you're going, right? Exactly. She said, my camera was my phone and my stand was my teacup and sometimes a vegetate box. Exactly. I can really relate to all these things because there were times where I will put my camera, I will have my camera and I wouldn't want it to shake and I'll bring one box, sometimes it was my computer box and I'll put it on there. Like, guys, just do. I just came on to tell somebody to just do what you are, just start to do something. Like, don't sit down there so that you don't go to the grave with all this talent that you have, right? Exactly. She said my stove was permanently stained and old, right? But she still showed up. She was doing it like that because hers was, she was sleeping, she was cooking, right? And then she said, but it worked, so it didn't matter. I cooked, I prayed, I cried, I laughed, I caught up, I spoke my dream into existence live. Oh my God. I spoke my dream into existence. She spoke her dream into existence, guys. She showed up first and then she spoke her dream into existence. Guys, sometimes we're just waiting for that right time. We're waiting for that. Oh, SMA, now is the time. You will lock up. That voice, you're already hearing it. Whatever it is that is keeping you up at night, whatever still small voice, that's it. That's all you need. The nudge, my voice that you're hearing every day, my pause that is saying start, start. That's all you need to get started. I don't know how else to say it. I hope I'm not screaming on you guys, but I'm saying it, but I'm also excited, and I hope you guys are receiving this with love because somebody is sitting on the fence. Somebody is still sitting on the fence, and I don't know why you're doing that. You can't keep sitting on the fence. You can't keep playing small. You can't keep playing low. You have to go all in. The world is waiting for you. You are saving your story. You are cooking it and trying to arrange the words, and you want to say it a certain way. Guys, you will learn the English on the way. You will learn the proper pronunciation on the way. You will learn the dictions on the way. Just get going. Don't stay with your idea. Don't stay with your expertise. Don't stay with your skill, especially if you're building this around a 9 to 5. Hold on to your 9 to 5. Use it to fund this business, but start to do something that has your name. There's a difference between working somebody's business. It's not your name. I'm talking about a signature business that has your name on it. That's the business I'm talking about. That's the one I want you to start, right? If you are cool where you are, no problem. I'm not talking to you. You are fine. You can continue to eat your veggies. I'm talking about somebody that feels like there's something more. You know that deep within you, there's something more, but you've been sitting on it and giving yourselves excuse. You've been sitting on it and allowing those limiting beliefs to crush you and you're not happy. That's the person I'm talking about. I want you to start, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that I'm having a free webinar. It's a free exclusive webinar. It's going to be this week. I'm very excited. I'm actually prepared. I would say I'm almost 100%. Let me say I'm like 90% prepared. I'm going to come in with value. I'll try as much as possible to give as much as I can. It's the 20-step blueprint that you need to be able to start. You need to be able to launch. You need to be able to grow. So I'm going to give you those tools. Like I said, these are things that I've sat down to put down so that I can share. So I had to, because I'm like, what is it that makes some people start and they're not able to finish? Some people start and they don't know what they are doing and they stay there in that space where they are stuck and they don't move. Like, boom. I'm like, okay, entrepreneurship does not work. But if you start the right way, and I repeat, the right way, you will know, okay, at some point, be like, okay, I'm going back to the drawing board. Where did I miss? What did I miss? And that's how a lot of people have started business and they've not been able to continue, or they are not making profit. You know why you're not making profit? Because you did not start the right way. You did not put the things that you're supposed to put in the beginning. You did not lay your foundation right, which is why I started from here, right? I'm starting from here because I want us to have what we need to be able to start that business right, okay? To be able to start on a good ground so that you can have your roots well, what's it called? You can have the root deep. You can grow deep before you begin to get wide, right? Exactly. So don't forget, if you haven't signed up and you know that you need this free webinar and you're still procrastinating, Now is the time. Go to www.startandlaunchyourbusiness.com, www.startandlaunchyourbusiness.com. I'll drop it in the comment section after this live so that you can sign up and save your seat, reserve your seat. You don't want to miss this webinar. You know, the beautiful thing about the webinar is there's no replay, so you have to be there. It's either you are there live or you are not, right? You don't want to miss this webinar. You want to show up there, so that you can have everything that you need. And I also said that if you started your business and maybe your business is not doing well like you think it should, maybe you didn't start on the right, maybe there was some things, maybe a bolt or nuts that you left out somewhere, and you can use this as a checklist to see if you are doing business the right way. Guys, we want to play big. There's no time to play small anymore. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. If you're watching this on replay, leave me a hashtag replay so that I know that you stopped by and you heard me ranting. So this is Dr. Sumere again. I am going to be signing out now. If you're watching this on Facebook, leave me a hashtag replay. On YouTube, you're also free to let me know that you stopped by, okay? And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am using this time to call you out. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Exactly. Don't leave until you hit the subscribe button so that when I come in with my goodies, my greatness, you are going to be there and you won't miss a bing, you won't miss a thing, right? Exactly. So I'm leaving. I might be coming back live before Thursday, but if I don't, I want to see you in the CEO room. It's not just an ordinary room, it's the CEO room of greatness. Until I come your way again, this is Dr. Etebere signing out now. I love you guys. Until I see you, don't do anything else other than doing that thing that lights you up so that you can be the CEO of your life. Okay, bye-bye. Bye for now.